Hello, and welcome to Meet the Author with Lehman Library. I'm Derek, and joining me today is Lanea Brumfield. Lanea is a children's author who believes that early reading boosts confidence, encourages children to use their imagination, and helps strengthen vocabulary. She's a Nebraska native, but now calls Arkansas her home. Aside from being an author, she is a mother of one, a preschool teacher, and an aunt of 14. She's here today to share with us her experience as an author and to read from her segment from her first book, The Oinkiest Oink. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's such a pleasure. Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes, I'm glad. Yes. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, this is my second time living in Arkansas. I left Omaha probably when I was around 13, and I went to I went to Little Rock School District and graduated from Central High School. And then I went to Arizona, a long way to Arizona, to the desert, and I went to graphic design school. I ended up working with kids and fell in love with working with kids. So this is kind of like a dream deferred, and I'm finally making my way back to where I wanted to be in the beginning as an author.
Well, I've looked at the book, and so I'm really pleased because I learned a few things myself. So this should be fun. Yes. You sort of alluded to that, but what made you want to become an author?
Initially, it was an art assignment in probably around the 11th or 12th grade. We had an assignment to write and illustrate a children's book. I did a lot of drawing as a kid. Not so much now, but I loved it, and I loved the storytelling part of it as equally as the drawing part. And that kind of stuck with me. That kind of like planted the seed. But working with kids, I stayed on that path for a very long time, and my mom would always encourage me because I was teaching learning concepts and positive life skills on a daily basis. You know, you can put that in a book. You should be reading your book. So I would always push it off to the side. I'll get to it. I'm getting so much experience working with my kids, and still put that to the side. But like everybody, COVID hit. But prior to COVID, I lost my mom and my younger sister in a short period of time. So I was kind of in a dark place. And on Facebook one day, and a Facebook challenge, a children's book challenge posted on my page. And I thought this was my opportunity to do it. And I kind of wanted to say no at first because didn't want to do anything. But I said, this is my opportunity to do it. I've been wanting to do this for so long. So I took the challenge. And it was in a group started by author Crystal Swain Bates. She is a godsend. She takes all the information that she knows and she willingly gives it to whoever wants it. And so I followed her advice like thousands of the members in the group, and within 2 to 3 months, I had the Oinkiest Oink. Oh, wow. After putting it on hold for nearly 20 odd years, it came together all in 2 months.
Well, I'm sorry about your loss, but I am glad that you were able to get out of that dark place.
I did.
And to be able to produce your 2 books. So
Absolutely.
Good for you. I'm sure your mother and your sister would be very proud.
Absolutely. Every day I use their memories to kind of be a reminder to not just dream my dream anymore, but to actually live it. So I'm doing it as best as I can.
Well, congratulations
for you. Thank you.
Because you're a mother and you're an aunt, may I ask, what do they think of your books?
They absolutely love it. My daughter is so excited about me being the author. She's really into reading, so I encourage that with her. She kind of wants to write a little bit. In my second book, we actually made her an illustrator, so she has artwork in the second book. Kalia Makes Clumsy Colors. Okay. Yeah.
Sort of a family affair.
It's a family affair. Yes. She's actually an illustrator before me.
Oh, well. Okay. How long does it take you, or how long did it take you to write these 2 books?
Well, the Oink is Oink because I started that initially during the challenge. That was really quick. I probably wrote that in about a week, but it came easy to me, because around that time, my class, the curriculum was farm animals. And so I knew that kids were really into farm animal sounds. So I kind of, on a humbug, said, let's do that, because I know that this age range really loves making sounds. The kids like to make noises and move around all the time. So I knew what to write about, and I just had to figure out how to do it, and sat down. I like to have two components in my book. I would like to have like early learning concept, like maybe with this one specifically is farm animal sounds, but like the ABCs or numbers. So there's a learning component, and then also just positive life skills, whether it's having self-confidence, sharing, being kind, things of that nature. So in my books, I will always have at least those two components in it.
Well, you can certainly see that. Now that you brought it up, you can certainly see that in the writing, the text that you use in this story. So yes. And one thing I will bring up, because you said animal sounds, as I said earlier, I learned the word bok for chickens. And I had never thought, what sounds do they make? So I'm so excited because I learned something from your book.
Some people say cluck, but I've always made like a, if I can do this, hold on, if you come out right, type of sound. So bok was my choice after a little bit thinking. I did ask my daughter which one did she prefer, and she chose bok, so that's what we went with.
All right, okay. Something that some of our viewers have commented on, they're interested in the business of getting published. Would you be willing to talk a little bit about maybe any struggles, or if it was easy, but finding publishers, or how did you actually get the idea and get it into a book form?
Well, I'm self-published, but Miss Crystal Swain Bates, she walked us through the whole process. Some people, you may know illustrators. I reached out through freelancers on Upwork. It's trial and error, but actually I had two great experiences with great illustrators. So I kind of send them a storyboard. I sketch out what I would like it to look like, and they send me, and I give them feedback. And I've developed great rapport with the two illustrators that I use. But yes, I did use Upwork, and I published on Amazon KDP, which is not as hard as people would think it would be. It's very user friendly. So I would suggest for people who's trying to publish books, look into Amazon. KDP is fairly.
Well, I'm sure that with the people who are watching, that will be very useful, because they're just, like I said, they've got the idea, and so they'll take your advice, and hopefully they'll follow through on it. Okay. Is writing, do you have an idea for your third book? Is it easy to come up with ideas?
I've actually written my third book already.
Oh, wow.
I'm not publishing it just yet, but I do have it completed. I think I want to get an editor. I do use, I have an editor that I also work with on the previous books that will go over it with me, and we'll see what she thinks about it. And then we start going on, with the KDP process. But it's fairly easy.
Okay.
It's fairly easy.
All right. Do you have a schedule for how you write your books? What I mean by that is, at 9 o'clock I sit down and I start writing, and I don't stop till noon, or just how does your actual work?
Actually, I think the book kind of consumes me once I start. It's every moment of free time that I get, whether I'm on my lunch break or I'm finishing up with my daughter with homework and stuff. I say, Nay, we're going to take a little break. Mama's going to, write a little bit. But no set schedule, just whenever I have it. And I'm kind of obsessive about it. I don't leave it alone, and I keep checking on it and find little things that I can tweak. So even though I write it in a short time, that takes quite a bit of time after I look at it over and over and over. My husband's like, just leave it alone. It's good. Just leave it alone.
Have your preschool teacher, have they seen the books? Do you use them in your classes?
I absolutely read it. I read that book almost every day to the kids. I'm on my second class with this book, and the previous class loved it. It was their favorite book, and the class that I have now absolutely love it, and I read it basically every day.
All right. Okay. Well, having said that then, if you're willing, we'll let you read a selection from the book for the audio. Well, I'll give you my copy if you like. And
Okay. We'll start with the first page. Pig sat alone in the mud while the other pigs played. He was sad because they could oink and he could only squeal. When he asked the other pigs how to oink, they just kept playing. Pig thought since they wouldn't help him with his oink, maybe his farm friends would. He went to the coop where Chicken was pecking at corn. "Hey, Chicken, can you help me with my oink?" asked Pig. "Okay, try this," said Chicken. Then she took a deep breath. That's when I usually have the classroom take a deep breath. And was ready to shout, but when she tried, only a bark came out. And then from there on, the book continues with each animal until Pig discovers something within himself.
Yes, yes. It's a very encouraging way of encouraging young people. Yes, yes.
It's very engaging. Kids, like I said before, they love to move around and they love to make noises. And the sillier you are with the noises, the more they love it.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. I enjoyed this. I hope you did too.
I absolutely did. Thank you.
Okay. And did you want to show these packets?
I do. I made, this is a sample of my pig snout mask in here where the kids will be able to make, since it's COVID and we're all in the habit of wearing masks, I decided just to do a quick little mask craft where they can make a snout on the mask, and if they have the book they can read along with their mask. And I put in there a coloring sheet that is featured in the book, and as well a sticker so the kids can enjoy.
So does it come with the book when you buy the book, or do you buy it separate, or how do you
No, I just had a few of these made up for the thing, but there'll be things in the works to go along with the books, like maybe like I have stickers now and keychains, and we'll see what other things that people can buy with it.
All right. Okay. Well, then I have to keep up to date on that. All right. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. It has been a pleasure. If you're interested in reading more from Mrs. Brumfield, please visit us at the library or find us online at our website, lehmanlibrary.org. Her books, The Oinkiest Oink and Kalia Makes Clumsy Colors, are also available at Amazon. Also, please visit us at our Facebook, Instagram, or our YouTube pages where you can find more content and interviews like this one. Please join us again next time for more discussions with local authors. Until then, have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.